Hello. Man, I've been looking forward to doing this video. This past weekend, my local comic book store, which has 5 locations around town, I'm pretty sure they have 5 locations. They did a back issue sale. Like everything was 50% off. Well, except for the slab books. Well, actually, it differed from store to store. Some of them were, like the really high dollar books were less than that, maybe like 10 to 20% off. But anyway, I hit like 3 of these locations and got a whole bunch of stuff. It's going to take multiple videos to show it all, but I'm just going to get started. This is Aquaman number 37. This is my second Nick Cardy issue of the original Silver Age Aquaman, and I got it because I just love this cover. It looks really cool. It's got I don't know, it's got like this dead walrus down here, and you can see the sea kind of drying up and all the coral decaying, but it's done in these pinks and greens and really light blues and yellows. It's just I really like it. It's really cool looking. It's not in great shape. It's got, some spine ticks. It's got some foxing across the top, which actually kind of looks like it's part of this dying undersea tableau. I really love how the water looks like it's sticking to Aquaman's feet. But yeah, it's a really beautiful book. All right, so what was that? That one was $12, so I got it for 6. Moving on. Now, for a long time, I've been wanting to get like a whole bunch of Jack Kirby's Fourth World stuff, but the prices on those have kind of gone up so much that a lot of it is, there's a whole lot of it, and it's kind of expensive, so getting all of it is kind of out of reach at the moment. So I figured I would, why not get the Eternals instead? We went back to Marvel and kind of started doing something along the same lines as the Fourth World, but it's much more self-contained. Of course, as soon as I decided to do that, the prices on these started jumping up too. So hopefully I can find the earlier issues. I got all the ones that I could find. This is issue number 5. It's the earliest one I was able to find. I got it for, what, $3.50? It's got the first appearance of a bunch of characters like Makari and Thena and Zurus. And so, moving on to the next one, we got number 7. It's also got a bunch of first appearances. It's got the first appearance of One Above All, who's like the leader of the Celestials. I assume that's him there. I haven't really read it. I showed this one to my brother, and he thought this cover was hilarious because this I don't know, Aztec priest looking dude. He's like he's like, come back! You can't escape the space god. But what if you can't escape? Why is he saying come back? But anyway, it's kind of funny, but it's cool. It's really nice looking. I also got number 8 and number 9, and I'll move some of these aside. Got number 10. Number 11. This one has the first appearance of Druig. Who, I mean, most of these Eternal characters, the only place I really know them from is the Neil Gaiman miniseries that he did. So I know that character played an important role in that. It's got a bunch of other first appearances as well, but I don't really know these characters all that much. So I also got number 12. Number 13. And this is kind of an important one for me because it has the first appearance of Gilgamesh the Forgotten One. And call my channel Philgamesh because my name is Phil, and I too was an ancient Mesopotamian hero. I also got number 14, which I don't know. This one's kind of weird. It's got like the first appearance of this cosmic Hulk, who apparently isn't actually the Hulk. I think he's a robot, but I don't know. That's kind of cool. Maybe people will do something with that. I mean, Cosmic Ghost Rider is popular. Why not Cosmic Hulk? So I got number 15, number 16, number 17, number 18, and the final issue, number 19. A lot of these books have first appearances of certain characters. I don't know if they might get around to making an Eternals movie or an Eternals TV show or something like that. I don't really know. And I don't know how many of these characters they would end up using. But none of these books, none of these Eternals issues are in great condition. I think maybe the best one is like a 7.0 or something like that, but maybe an 8. Well, actually, this one in particular is listed as a 9.2, so maybe it's in pretty good shape. I'm not really sure. But none of them were very expensive. Like that 9.2 was $12, so I got it for $6. But we'll move on to everything else. Okay, Adventure Comics number 431. This is the first like part of a Spectre storyline that ran for about maybe a year in Adventure Comics. And it's got a really great cover. It's in pretty decent shape too. And it's actually kind of one of the pricier issues. They had it for $25, so I got it for what, $12.50. This one, Doctor Strange number 180. There's nothing particularly important about this issue. I just really like the cover. I thought it was really cool looking. And it's in fairly nice shape as well. I also got Doorway to Nightmare number 1. That is the first appearance of Madame Xanadu. It's a mid-grade copy, but I was I got the Vertigo Madame Xanadu series when that first came out some years ago. And man, I really kind of like the character, so I was really happy to find her first appearance. Move those aside. And I was kind of stoked to find this. Saga of the Swamp Thing number 21. This is not the first issue that Alan Moore wrote, but it's kind of the first issue of his own storyline. Because he wrote issue 20, but he was just kind of wrapping up what people were doing before. And this is the one that really redefines Swamp Thing in a way that probably no other comic book character has ever been redefined before that I know of, or that I can think of offhand. Where he basically turned Swamp Thing from just a dude turned into a swamp creature into I think the way he puts it is he's like a ghost dressed in weeds that thinks it's still a man. But anyway, he turned Swamp Thing into an actual plant creature, and eventually created concepts like the green and all this stuff. And it all started with this issue. I got that for $12.50. It's a really nice looking copy. The next one, which I also got for $12.50, Doom Patrol number 121. This is I'm so happy that I found this issue. Like before, for weeks before the sale, I was kind of going through their back issue bins and taking pictures of books that I was planning on getting. I found this one, and I was just praying that nobody snapped it up before the sale, but nobody did. I guess it just went overlooked. Um, this is the final issue of the Silver Age Doom Patrol series. It's the one where they basically just killed off the entire team. So it's a mid grade book. I mean, in near mint it is, I don't know, like a $200 book, but I got it for $12.50. And we will end with another book. I got this for $15. Pretty pleased to find that. That's another mid grade copy, but Nova #1 is the first appearance of Nova. And you know that they're eventually, probably not even eventually, probably pretty soon, probably like within the next couple of years, they'll probably introduce this character into the movies. And I'm betting that when they do that, the value of this book is going to skyrocket. So I'm really glad that I managed to find a copy for really cheap before that happened. So that's all for now, but I'm definitely going to keep going with this haul in another couple of videos.